Social media is dying, and it's not because of AI, and it's not because people stopped using it, but because it stopped working for us. Let me explain. And if you're new to the channel, my name is Luke. I'm an artist based and from Nairobi, Kenya, and this channel is just about art, really, and just trying to pursue a professional career, hopefully. But anyway, back to the main point. Somewhere along the way, Instagram, which is the main platform I use, stopped being a place to share art and became a slot machine. It's like pull the lever, post the reel, and then you just hope the algorithm notices you. And if it doesn't, well, you just don't try hard enough. Today, I want to talk about what happened to Instagram, in my opinion, and why I think it's broken, and also what we can potentially do about it. Because genuinely, I'm just tired, but I'm not giving up, and neither should you. And so I hope that you enjoy whatever I'll be drawing because I have not recorded that yet. And I just hope that this gives a little bit of insight. I'll try to make it as short as possible. I'm currently on a hiatus from Instagram, which is where some of these thoughts kind of came from. Anyway, part one is like, what did Instagram used to be? Um, Instagram was simple. You posted your art, people followed you. The people who followed you, they saw it, and those who didn't. So it's either they saw it, or they didn't, or they liked it, or they scrolled. It was that simple. The algorithm was chronological, for lack of a better word. If someone followed you, they saw your work, and that was the deal. Nowadays on Instagram, there's like a 10% chance your followers will see your work within a month of you posting it, which I find shocking. And it worked. That version of Instagram worked. Artists like Wolop and Guways and Sam Yang and Lowish and many of the other greats, they all grew their audiences during this, 2016 to 2021-ish era, so to speak. You can even say 2022, 2023. Not because they hacked the algorithm, but because there was no algorithm to hack. They just posted good art consistently and people found them. It's that simple. You use hashtags, you engage with other artists, you built a community. End of story. It wasn't perfect, but it was fair. If your art was good and you showed up, you had a chance. So what about what Instagram became? So after all that came Reels. TikTok started with as a video sharing platform, obviously, and Instagram seemed to have panicked because of that, so to speak. So what do? They copy TikTok, and then from then Reels are born, and overnight Instagram stopped being a photo app and became a video app. If you're not making Reels, the algorithm buries you essentially. Static posts seem to die, carousels are barely seen, and your followers don't even see your work unless you're making a 5-second video on a trending audio just to get to your own followers. And it worked. For Instagram, that is. Engagement went up and people spent more time scrolling. But for us artists and creatives in general, not just artists, it became a nightmare. Because what they don't tell you is that you're not just competing with other artists anymore like you used to be, you're competing with content creators. People who post like 10 trial reels per day and treat Instagram like a full-time job. And for those of you who don't know what a trial reel is, it's a feature on Instagram where when you share a reel, you can select for it to only be shown to non-followers. And there's some people I've seen proof of that are making over 10 of these videos every day for like 30 days and stuff like that. And I get it. For them, at least, it is a job and they're optimizing. They're testing, they're playing the game, so to speak. But I'm not a content creator necessarily. I'm an artist. I can't make 300 videos a month, which is what some of these guys are doing. And I can't chase every trend because there seems to be a new one every 5 seconds. And I can't post at the optimal time with the right caption because the optimal time is probably when I'm asleep, because most of my followers come from the West and Asia. And at the times where I'm awake, they're asleep. So there is no optimum time and captions and hashtags and audios. And it's just too much, in my opinion. And the reason why is because I'm busy making art, so I don't have time to make 300 videos, and that's a lot of videos. And you have to make each of them unique and a certain length, and there's just too many parameters as to how you're supposed to go about it. And even if you do all that, it's still like a lottery. Instagram went from use 10 hashtags and engage with others and you'll grow, to use exactly 5 hashtags, post at this time, make sure your reel is this long, and use this trending audio and post X amount of times per week, and maybe, just maybe, will give you a 1% chance of reaching your own followers. It's not about skill anymore, it's about luck. And I tested this. I did 2 things. Number 1, I followed 2 artists just around the same time frame, and that both been on Instagram for around the same time. They're just starting up their new accounts, and I love following. I think I follow like over 3,000 people just because I love following artists. And these 2 artists started at the same time, essentially, and they had the same relative posting frequency, and they're very skilled. Both of them are very skilled artists, but the disparity came when, even with the same relative type of content, one of them hit 60,000 followers in 5 months, and the other is still under 3,000 to date. Same quality, same effort, and different luck. And secondly, I tried one for myself. I tried a trend, and a mutual of mine tried the same trend. It was not synchronized, it was just unintentional. My result from my video, the exact same style of video, same caption, same keywords, same hashtags, and relatively same subject. I don't know how we did that, but same subject to some extent. My result was 200 likes, 4 comments, and 1 follower. Same reel, by the way, and that was like this over the span of a week. And for my mutual, their result was 15,000 likes, 600 comments, and 3,700 new followers in 2 days. Same trend, same effort, different outcome. And that's the problem. Instagram isn't rewarding skill anymore, it's rewarding luck. You can do everything right and still get buried, because the algorithm doesn't really care about your art. It cares about watch time, engagement, retention, etc. You're not an artist on Instagram. You're content, to them at least. A data point, a number in their retention metrics. And if your reel doesn't perform in the first 30 seconds, just for the sake of exaggeration, it's dead. So what are we supposed to do? Give up? Stop posting? Quit art? Well, not exactly, but we do need to think of social media a little bit differently. I think for me, it's like, this is what I have learned personally, is that social media is broken, but it's not necessarily dead as we think it to be. We just need to stop treating it like it's 2016, because it's not. The game changed and we have 2 choices. We can play the game, or, which is how I use Instagram, we can define why we are on social media for the first place. Like, why are we there? So how I use Instagram right now is that I log on to post and to support my artist friends. I post what I want when I want. Sometimes it's trends, sometimes it's not. No optimal times, no stress. Sometimes I get 50 likes, sometimes it can exceed that, sometimes 5 likes. And I'm okay with that, because I'm not making art for the algorithm. I'm making art for me and for people who actually care. That's who I'm making art for. And here's the thing that does bring me joy, is sharing artist's work. I think it's just like a subconscious habit that I have. Sometimes I can even share like 30 plus Instagram stories of people's work, because I just love seeing people's work. It's just so inspiring to me. And of course it won't hack the algorithm or anything. I just do it because I love it, because that's what Instagram is supposed to be, a community. And when I focus on that, on supporting others, on genuine connection, social media stops feeling like a slot machine. It starts feeling like art again, as it's supposed to be. So here's my advice. Number 1, stop chasing the algorithm. Post what you want, when you want. If it performs great, it's fine. If it doesn't, who cares? Your art value is not determined by likes, and a lot of artists have said this. Number 2, engage with people, not numbers. Comment on the people you follow, comment on their work and stuff like that. Build real relationships. I've made some of the best art friends on Instagram, and even met my best friend through Instagram. And that's what social media is for, not follow accounts. And number 3, reply to your own comments. Yes, this also helps in engagement, but it's just good to be a kind human being. And when someone comments on your stuff, just reply to them, even if it's just a small thank you. And remember, you're an artist, not a content creator. If you want to play the algorithm game, that's up to you. Go for it. Some people thrive in that. But if it's draining you, stop. Make art, post, move on. And number 5, don't stop. I know it's discouraging. I know it feels like screaming to the void sometimes. But if you love making art, don't let the algorithm kill that love. Post anyway, create anyway, and show up anyway. Not for the algorithm necessarily, but for you. And for the people who will find your work and feel something. Because those people exist, and I can attest to that, even if the algorithm doesn't show them to you. So yeah, social media is broken. Instagram is a mess. The algorithm is a nightmare. But we're still here. And as long as we, keep making art and supporting each other, social media hasn't won. So this week, don't worry about your numbers don't worry about the numbers, the likes, the comments, etc. You can worry about someone else's. Find 5 artists you love, comment on their work, share it, show up for them, and maybe it will bounce back to you. And you're not trying to play the algorithm, but just trying to remember why you started in the first place, to make art and to connect with people as well. So the algorithm will change again, maybe tomorrow. I've been off Instagram for more than a week now, and I'm sure when I go back, there'll be something new, a new trend. But keep making art for you, not for the algorithm. So yeah, that's it from me. I tried to make this as short as I could. So feel free to comment any questions or suggestions for future videos. If you guys like this style of video, feel free to let me know. But other than that, I don't think I have much else to say. As much as I'm not on Instagram right now, you can follow me there because that's where I'm most active. And so don't be afraid to post your stuff, whether it's here on YouTube or on Instagram or on X or wherever you post your stuff. Don't be afraid to do it, but remember to do it for you. That's it. I hope that you guys have a blessed Easter, for those of you who celebrate, and I will see you in the next one. Take care and goodbye.